Hello, Cancers. Thank you for tuning in. This is going to be your general reading for the month of September 2016. And this is for all of those born under the sign of Cancer, whether that be sun, moon, or rising sign. So, the energies for September, it's going to go into the planetary alignments and how it is affecting those born under the sign of Cancer. So, this is a general spread. I will be doing a separate spread for the love and partnerships reading. All right, so stay tuned for that. So, Cancers, the energy for you, where are you currently at for September? Where is your energy? We have the Page of Wands. Okay, so where you are right now is that you're pretty much starting to take charge of your life. It's like this new energy that you've adopted, this new fighter energy, not in a combative or argumentative type of way, but this energy of determination and courage and strength. It's like you've adopted this new found courage within you. This month, you're taking charge of a situation. It's like, you know, some sort of energetic shift and awakening that has occurred within you, this powerful dragon like spirit or energy that's backing you up. Okay, and for the second position, it represents the potential or challenges this month. And we have the Queen of Cups for the potential and challenges. So, what I feel for this is that your potential is that you are going to honor your feelings and your truth and your own guidance and intuition for once. That, you may seek divine counsel from, some sort of counselor or advice from a wise woman or from a psychic or intuitive or something like that, or a dear friend to you that you can communicate your feelings to. And also the potential, because you are a water sign, whether you're male or female. The Queen of Cups is the embodiment of that energy, and also being in tuned emotionally, being nurturing to your feelings. So honoring how you feel this month may come as a challenge, because this is a new energy where you're starting to stand up for yourself and you're kind of moving forward with courage. It's kind of like you're fearful of that. And the challenge may be, being reverting back to that energy where you feel out of control of your emotions. You don't know how you feel. Being self-servant to others, or I'm sorry, serving others, rather than nurturing your own self and how you feel. It's kind of like you're self-sacrificing for others, not listening to your intuitive guidance or intuition. All right, so the third position represents the focus this month. So what your focus should be on is the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands, your focus should be on determination and moving forward, but also to be mindful of not to overwork yourself this month, or trying, too hard to shadow out how you really feel, which is why the Queen of Cups is in the potential but challenge. So you need to honor how you feel. You cannot shadow, with this fiery energy of, putting your ego into it and allowing your ego to kind of control you this month and lead you into situations where you might, have misunderstandings or miscommunications with others, or where you're trying to prove your point to others so much that you're being unreasonable, or you're being irrational with your decisions, or whatever it may be. So your focus should be still that fiery energy of staying determined and taking a courageous stand in your life. Still adopting that energy, but not allowing yourself to be caught up in your ego either. Okay, so the fourth position represents the past you're coming from, and we have the Devil card. So for some of you, it's walking away from addictions, walking away from a partnership that was, it was very much in the ego, and it was very low level to a point where you felt hopeless, almost that you were that you were so much attached to the situation that you can never be free, or you can never breathe without this situation. So it could be addictions, it could be a relationship, or it could just be aspects of yourself that tell you you're not worthy. Um, and just to get caught up in your ego and not listening to your intuitions, and it keeps you stuck in a bad pattern or situation of belief. So you've come away from this type of thinking, and it may not have been easy for some. There was some, may have been for some of you, situations with women that you knew you shouldn't have got yourself into, and it caused you to get into a negative situation with other people. So for a man, you may have gotten into a fight with another man over a woman, or women, you could be fighting over a man. So it's like this attachment to something, but it's not because you love this person. It was more so to see if you can have it, or could I control this person. And for some of you, you may have been in a situation where you were a third person, and you felt very bound to it, you felt very worthless. So it's like you're breaking free of that, change out of that situation, out of being that third woman or that third man. You're stepping out of that type of, relationship or situation more so. So the fourth position, or the fifth position, sorry, it represents your strengths. So your strengths this month, we have the King of Swords. Okay, I'm sorry. This is actually the sixth position. I apologize. So your strengths is the Devil card. Sorry. So your strengths this month is rebirth and transformation. So that is very strong in your energy. I feel like there's a lot of shifting in your energy and who you are and how you're taking control of your life or a certain situation in your life. It's like you've put to rest a certain aspect of yourself. You've shed light on some things, and it's like it's changed your whole perspective totally and completely. It's brought new life to you, a new person that lies underneath all of this junk or this mess, this madness that you've been in. You've totally transformed in some aspect of your life. So that is your strength this month, is to remember not to revert back to the old ways of yourself in whatever situation, and that you are putting these negative things to rest, and you're taking control of your life, is what I feel. Because in the near future position, you have the King of Swords. So it's like you've gained a very strong perspective. You have a better understanding of your situation, and you're not taking any BS. And I feel like a lot of you will be speaking your honest truth. There will be some communication where you're just going to speak up. You're no longer going to, hide how you feel, or, just say what you think the other person wants to hear. It's going to be that you're going to just speak straight up. You're going to be honest. You're not going to take any bull crap from anyone else. And it can be that you're dealing with an air sign person, that maybe you've had some hard communication with, and now it's kind of like you're able to get on their level and speak up, state your claim, whatever it is. You're going to be in a position where your communication is straight to the point, very well respected and understood by others, or a specific person. Whatever situation this may be, it will be well understood. Also, to be reminded, your focus is also to stay in a determinative energy, standing strong, but not to get into any egotistical situations, not to communicate too harshly also is coming up. Be mindful of that, and to remember to honor your feelings. Okay. All right. So, seventh position represents the suggested approach this month. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So, it's telling you to continue to work on yourself, to focus on self-growth. That is the approach, that you're doing all of this for yourself, and that you're trying to perfect yourself, meaning that you're taking care of who you are, and you're learning about who you are and what it is that you value. So whatever things that are valuable to you this month, you need to work on those things. Keep them going. Don't give up on the things that matter to you, but also don't give up on yourself this month. Be careful not to beat up yourself this month. If you are coming out of a rocky situation, that you have a lot of healing to do. You have a lot of growth and a lot of learning to do within yourself, and continue to do that. Not to give up just yet on yourself. Not to give up at all on yourself. In the eighth position, it represents what it is that you need to know. And you have the Queen of Wands. So you need to remember that you are in charge of your situation, that you are seeing things clearly. You have a better perspective. Your thoughts have transformed. You have a lot of fiery energy. So you're being influenced by, standing up for yourself, strength and courage, speaking your truth, honoring your feelings, not taking any mess, knowing that you are in position of power this month, that you actually are in control of the situation, and you need to know that. For women, you need to know that you are a queen and you deserve the best. If this is a male, you need to honor that you are a king, and that you need to believe in that. You need to feel that within yourself, that you are worthy, that you are strong enough, that you can get through this, that you've been through enough and a lot to know better, know what's good for you and what isn't good for you, and what you want in life and what you don't want in life. All right, in the eighth position, this represents or the ninth position, it represents your hopes and fears. So the hopes and fears you have is the Emperor. All right, so the Emperor card is feeling that some of you are afraid of your own power that you hold within you and you don't even know it. Your hope this month is that you will take charge over a situation, that you are in control, you oversee your own life, that also that God has it for you. The Emperor could also represent a divine power, spirit. So it could be that you're hoping, or that you're desiring that spirit is here for you and they're working for you, and that you're not alone in this. But for some of you, your fear is that you're afraid of your own power. You're afraid of your own self-worth. You're afraid of your own taking charge of situations, because you're used to kind of just being the submissive type of energy, that you're so afraid. And you may even be afraid of this type of person, that you feel like this man or this woman or this job or whatever it may be has you by, you're bound. And that is the situation you're coming from, some type of bondage where you feel powerless, that you feel misused or mistreated or just helpless to the situation. So you need to know that actually no, you're the person in position and power this month. That is who you are this month. You have a lot of fiery energy this month. It's dominating your reading. So you are in a position of power. The final card represents the potential future, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. So you have a lot of growth to do, spiritual lessons and growth. To me, the Seven of Pentacles represents spirit or the divine handing you some work to do within yourself, some divine lessons that you need to learn. So you're still learning a lot of lessons. You're gaining a lot of spiritual knowledge as you go along. You're gaining some very valuable things. You're learning some very valuable lessons. All right, so that is the potential future energies. So I will be back with the love spread for the month of September for you, and I'll be right back. All right, Cancer. So this is your love spread for partnerships, whether you're single or in a partnership this month. So for the first position, will represent the situation in your love area this month. We have 10 unfinished symphony. So for this month, there's some things that have been left unsaid, unspoken between you and another. Whether you're single, it may be that you need to have that conversation with someone from your past to get closure. Because I feel like it's going to birth a new situation for you to move forward, move on with your life. So, those that are dealing with a partnership or someone that they're desiring or wanting to be with and are not in a partnership, this is having that communication, because something can grow from this. There could be some birth of a new beginning with this person or out of a situation. Nonetheless, there will be some sort of closure out of these situations. In partnerships, In a relationship, there still needs to be that communication between the both of you. There needs to be some things said, because there's leaving you both kind of like disconnected from one another. You're not relating to each other, so there needs to be closure. There needs to be that understanding had so that you can move forward. In the second position, it represents the guidance this month, or the challenge. So the challenge this month is 29, breathe. So it's having to go within yourself. It may be hard for you guys to just rest in this energy, because again, you have this fiery energy to move, take charge of the situation. So again, you need to go within and review your feelings about the situation. What's truly within you? What is it that you truly want in the situation, so that you can have that illumination to move forward. And it may even help you with your communication with this other person. So you need to get clear first. You need to go within yourself first before you can, move forward with this communication. So that may be hard because you just want to get straight to the point, but you need to just hold fast, because there can be that Five of Wands energy where there's a little bit of some arguments or some fighting. So you just want to make sure you have that peacefulness within you, that spiritual awareness, that higher perspective first, to see all ends of the story before you go in and charge at the person that you're dealing with this month. Okay. And the third position is the guidance card. So the guidance card we have is number 12, a change in the wind. So the guidance this month is to be aware that there's a lot of shifts happening. There's a lot of transformation that is happening in the matters of the heart. There's so many different perspectives, but it's like you need to get clear first. You really need to get clear on what it is that's going on, because there's a lot of things that are being created in the situation with the partnership. There's some newness that's happening on the surface. There's something happening here. And it's like, your wisdom is shifting. You're finding that direction, where to go now with this. So it's to allow the changes to occur. You need to just go with the flow of it and go within yourself this month. I'm feeling for the guidance. The focus this month is 49, the observer. So your focus should be on the truth of the matter, seeing, all ends of this situation. You need to find that balance within yourself, within the situation, before you can have this closure that you're looking for, or this peaceful resolution. It's like you need to just pay attention to how you feel, what's going on with the other person, whether it be taking a rest and just kind of meditating. You need to really pay attention to the things that come up in the moments of solitude and rest, when you're just, not moving, you're kind of just silent, and, these feelings come up, these thoughts come up. You need to pay attention to that. The outcome for the month is number 23, peace. So there will be a peaceful resolution, and then again, there's a new beginning that's going to be had. So regardless if you move forward or you decide to move past this person, there's going to be a peaceful resolution. I feel like that unfinished symphony will reach its completion. There will be closure there. And it's going to bring about a major shift in the areas of your love life, whether that be moving with each other, solidifying the connection of the relationship, or deciding to move on and move forward with your life in whatever area your next focus will be. But it will be peace coming in, and I believe that you are in charge of that peace. You need to bring this about. You need to be the person to come forth with that energy of peacefulness, and have everything, be clear within your own self about what's going on in the situation before you go ahead with this other person, or speak to this person, or have this serious talk or conversation. You need to be at peace within yourself, within the situation, come from a place of love and understanding from all ends. and stand up for your truth. Be straightforward and say how you feel is a big thing. So there will be a peaceful resolution at the end of the month. So that was your reading, Cancers. I hope that this was helpful and that it has resonated with you. And I send you all lots of love. Bye-bye.